The idea of exploring draws you in when it's overly complex. It sucks some of the fun. Nah, I wouldn't worry about that too much. It's not overly complex. Obviously, you can spend a lot of time trying to min-max on things and getting the most out of different builds and stuff, but if you just play on easy and upgrade your ships with the credits you get from multiple runs, yeah, it's pretty good. And then it's just strafe moving. I have no idea how much you can hear of me when these guys are all attacking me. Ow. Got hit by a big missile, I think. Initial dampeners. Ah, that just overheated. Okay. That'll be fine. Yeah, so you just like circle strafing or angle strafing around a lot of the time. On easy, they do less damage to you, or are less accurate anyway. These guys are going to get rid of, don't I? That one's already dead. Basically, you've just got to not let it get to you about how far or not far that you get in a given game, especially while you start. And then you've just got to choose the right upgrades to help you get further and to help you progress more. And then it becomes more enjoyable. Like, it's still enjoyable, but you start to feel more progression. Like, I started playing on normal difficulty and got to like the second sector and it felt kind of punishing. I dialed it down to easy and I finished the game. Like, I got through all 7 main sectors pretty much the very next playthrough. I got lucky, admittedly. I got lucky on some gear. I had some really good weapons drop for me. But even excluding that, it made a huge difference just dialing it down. It's kind of taking your time a bit as well. You can afford to take your time a lot more, like with the big warship forces coming in at the end. That is a bit of a hurry along, and it's like twice as long for them to appear on easy, and that alone is worth it. Coil gun, eh? Tempted to replace my shock rifle with that, but I won't. So that's the thing, is I've refined myself to a kind of favorite build at the moment, and that's lightning gun, shock rifle. I have 420 nanobots, nice. Yeah, so just not having the Okar forces arrive quite so soon increases the enjoyability of it. It's kind of got a bit of something for everyone, because if you're the sort of person who really likes a challenge, where did that guy go? There he is. Scan things for more money. Then you can crank up the difficulty before you kind of should, based on what advances you've got. But if you just want to steamroll some things, or it's a bit of a challenge to start with, but then once you upgrade yourself, then you'll steamroll things on easy. But it's still fun, and it's still pretty. So I don't mind that. Like, normally I just play on easy. I'm playing on normal just to show it off, basically. It's the standard experience. Mic mix is good? Yeah, good. Yeah, I turn the game sounds down like half, just to make sure that they don't overpower things. It does mean that you won't get quite as much of the game's soundtrack. Which actually, I could probably turn the soundtrack, like the music, up more, because it's worth it. That's the other thing with this game, is I don't mind just moseying around on an easy difficulty exploring things, because the soundtrack in this game is great. Very atmospheric, great ambiance to it, with the intensity kicking up when you're in combat. The Ultimate Edition of the game comes with the soundtrack, and it's like 2 or 3 hours of content, I think. So I can immediately progress his mission again. I like it. let's do it.
Here we
About
are.
the only thing I
So calm.
do wish...
Hey, can you hear me? Hey, Alec. Yeah, I've arrived at the location.
We'll let them talk.
Great. I just wanted to remind you to use the damage limiters once the swarm explodes.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm intending to do, Alec.
There's the grey
Thanks.
goo.
Good luck.
I don't have many nanobots.
I do have lots of damage limiters. So, let's make sure those are selected. And I do have very good long-range weapons. So these guys actually drop nanobots because they're grey goo. Oh.
One down.
Let's just use what nanobots I have. He was a lot weaker than I thought. I guess these guys aren't the big endgame ones.
Why are these things even alive?
It is not what you humans would call alive. It is more an autonomous state of existence.
Just gonna pick up that nanobot. I have no idea if I'm going to be able to actually survive all of this with just the few nanobots I have, because they did a lot of damage to me. Okay, drop some more. Drop some more. Let's just kite them around and make them drop their nanobots. How many are there, I wonder? There's only 3? Okay. Well, we're partway there. We have some 4 nanobots again. There's a 5th one there if we need it. They dropped another one. Good. Where's the other one? There was 3. Well, I can only see 1 now. Makes me nervous. Zoom past him. These 2. I'm kind of hoping that he's regenerating health and I'm just farming him for nanobots at this point. My problem with the first one was I just killed him too quickly. I think that's what's happening. I like this. I don't know where the other guy went. Getting a bit too close for comfort. Okay, let me just blast this guy apart, I think. Are you gonna explode anytime soon? Yes. Damage limiter. Still does us so much damage. Oh, the 2 were like in each other? Well, now I can farm this guy for more.
Excellent. Tiny robotic friends.
Tiny robotic friends. Until they get out of control. And come to shoot you. Come to hunt you. It's not dropping anymore. Or we can fully repair, so that's good. This one over here.
Phew, nasty creatures. But an excellent source of nanobots.
Yep.
Alec?
I was
Yes,
able to
I
farm
hear
them.
you.
The gray goo infestation is cleared. You can move in here. Nice neighborhood and all.
Fantastic! I will transfer some credits to reward your efforts. I'm looking forward to our next encounter.
Okay? See you around.
Ooh, 7,000 credits. Nice. Remote energy discharger Mark III. Now, that is going to be better than my static discharger, I think. For now, at least. It was dark matter I needed for my shield upgrade, wasn't it? Yeah, and I got dark... No, it was dark energy I need, and I... Yeah. No, I got dark energy, I need dark matter. That's the one. Don't want to get them confused. So is there anything else for me here? Pretty much just a mission specific biome, I guess. Nice planetscape though. Let's get a good view of that. Let's do this. Okay, I was hoping to be able to like rotate it. What looks better, I wonder? Got that nice curve going on. I love me a planet with some curves. Nice place for the logo to sit down there below the horizon. There we go. We're just farming some screenshots now. Ooh, container. Don't mind if I do. Mining these crystals is annoying, because sometimes it's like, I've destroyed every part of this, why are you not giving me credit? More damage limiter, might come in handy. Right, time to go. That wasn't as bad as I expected. I was much expecting this to be like, in Sector 5 or something, it'd be much more difficult. On to the next place. It's all murky. Lol. Do love being a sniper. Those. Where did you come from? Oop. There's a few more guys. That's where you go. I hate those weathers. Ooh, life supports damage? That's not good. Hopefully I can repair it.
Soon to be a corpse says what?
What?
Exactly. Fix your life support and don't ignore my warnings if you want to live to see the next jump gate.
Life support system, repair. Initial dampers, repair. Now we're out of nanobots. I hate those weather drones. They like hold you in place. And it just makes it so much easier for them to nail you with missiles and stuff. It's really bad. I got a enhancement one time that meant that I could completely ignore their effects, and it made the run so much easier. Otherwise they just become a priority target that you just have to take out immediately. So there's little things like that as you progress further along into the game, through the levels, that definitely make it more difficult. And you do have to be a bit of aware of the ins and outs, but you learn them pretty quickly. Sometimes the auto-locking is actually really annoying. Like, it gives you a bit of aim assist and it'll lock on to your target, which is great, except when it means that you can't then deviate to blast the missile out of the sky, and then you get nailed with the missile. So So the other thing I would recommend with this game is add it to your wishlist and wait for it to go on special, because they'll work on a sequel. And that means that there's bound to be some deals when the sequel comes out. By the sounds of things, the sequel is less the roguelike sort of style and more open world exploration, kind of like more Freelancer or X3 style. And I'm pretty excited about that, I'm not gonna lie. Because while the replayability of this is good in the repetition of it, in just the incremental upgrades of things, always new places to explore, I do really enjoy having a solid world or galaxy to explore and progressing within it instead. So I'm hoping that's what the sequel delivers. Is there anything else in this godforsaken area? Some power cells. What are you, Toshi Station? Oh, power converters, sorry. I don't think I've been over here yet, have I? So that's where I love the lightning gun. A bunch of drones launched from the bottom of this and just immediately got deleted, just from the area of effect. Oh,
Credits are merely numbers to me.
Yeah, but the numbers that pay the bills, dude. Them some important numbers. Okay, now I think we're done here. You did as soon as you showed me the screenshot. Nice. And that's the thing, is if you play on easy, upgrade the right parts of your shit, then you can just use this as a pretty freeform exploration game, and the combat becomes just a bit of a distraction from time to time. Especially if you get the lightning gun, because it just deletes things so quickly. It does take some time to get the right blueprints for things. Like to be able to make things yourself. The Encounters DLC also adds a lot of replayability to it because it gives you these missions. Like I just did that one for that one guy. There's about 5 or 6 different ones and you can do a lot of them at the same time. But it takes multiple runs to complete their storylines. Which is fun because it gives you an excuse to go back and kind of gives you a bit of focus as well. It's like, okay, this run I'm going to do X. I'm going to try and complete this story or this mission. Just gonna hang back and hot shot this guy. Yeah, you don't. Half my energy is tied up in passive things, that's the only downside. Just need to see if I can invest in some energy efficiency things, I think. I can't even upgrade that. Oh, okay, I can't upgrade the energy efficiency of those. Never mind then. Can I make better shields yet? No. Still waiting on the dark matter, aren't I? Yeah. I haven't had any black hole environments yet. They have their dangers, but they're very useful for dark matter. I was going to say I haven't encountered any ancient places either, but that's because I unequipped the glyph that would allow me to see where they are. So I'm back to just coming across them by pure chance. Why, hello there, Rick. Do you have anything useful for me? I'll take that as a maybe. Ooh, I see blue. Blue is good. How do I get in there? Turret through there. Ow. There's a couple of turrets, it seems. They do a lot more damage than I expect. There we go. Because it can't really dodge in these small confines. Gently does it. Right. This is what we wanted. Beam laser M3. This is what I wanted earlier. But I want the area of effect of the lightning gun now. Beam laser is really good early game though. But you start just getting so overwhelmed by targets. That's pretty good too. But I saw shock rifle enhanced plus. That's more like it. Be likey. Swap. And scan. And we get ourselves a new subroutine. Sensory overload subroutine. No idea what it is, and we can't equip it until we restart, but damage limiter Mark 3. Don't mind if I do. Okay. Plasma field. Not sure quite how much there is to this particular sector. I also don't know how much I should actually stop and worry about collecting all of these materials. 4. Okay. Some sparkly rocks over there. That's the other annoying thing, is that you don't have separate energy for boost and for weapons. So when you're using your afterburner to go between places more quickly, then you can't use your weapons when you get there. And in combat you can't boost around and still fight. It's one or the other. You've got to decide whether to evade or attack. I already got you. Okay. Don't remember doing that. 4 crystals. My word. So I really appreciated it in... fairly sure Freelancer had it separate, but you had a boost gauge and weapon energy. Well, some systems will have it where you dedicate how you want to focus your reactor on recharge, so you've got to choose between shields, weapons, and boost. That's another good way of doing it. There's a comm hub over here. Gotta look around for these things first. I usually do. Because that would have made it much less likely that I miss anything. Okay. So this will tell me where containers and such are. just as the Okar forces are inbound. Yay! That said, I was messing around in the system for quite a long time. And we're only just getting the alert now. So when you consider that on easy, that's like twice the amount of time. You get a lot of time to just explore. Off we go. They make you want to nap, yeah. It's a little bit too calming at some points. Take out the drones first, because they're just annoying. Drones have way too much maneuverability because they don't have a human pilot, obviously. Jump gates. Ooh, does that have upgrade options? Sometimes these big refineries have, like, engine tuning and stuff. Gatling gun, random. Yeah, oh, it's one of the power events. Okay. Oh, lots of mines. I'll get the plasma from here anyway. So I've got to enable these power things in a certain window of time. So you go like activate, got 10 seconds to boost across to this one, activate, then 10 seconds to get lost and lose track of where the other one is. Do that, there we go. And then another one here, we've got 10 seconds. There we go. Power's on. Shield generator overheated. Overheating seems to happen very sporadically. It's not very consistent. Gas. Not to be confused with fuel. Gas and fuel are not the same thing in this game. Right, so this is now powered up. Great. Tuning station. These can be handy. Collision damage by 50%, nanoball capacity by 10, components can no longer be damaged. Yes, please. Don't have to worry about shields going down, weapons going down, or life support breaking. I'll take it. Refinery. So I could get some dark matter, but only at the cost of dark energy. I don't really need anything else desperately. Let's just do some of this though. Power cells are useful. Other than that, it was mostly the tuning that I was after. Credits, don't mind if I do. Gatling gun, don't mind if I salvage. Credits. Fuel, yes please. That is the other thing, is you do have to worry about running out of fuel. You only have a certain amount of jumps available. It's not usually a problem, but I have previously had issues where I've had to... You can jump if you don't have the full amount, but you risk damaging yourself quite significantly. Then you have to rely on blowing up the right sorts of things to get more fuel. Or finding a service station, but they become fewer and further between when you're on the more difficult levels, on normal and hard, and just as you get further through the game, I think. There we go. Let's go. Next sector. Let's get that cash bonus. Through the tunnel. Oh, pretty in pink. Unfortunately, these biomes do mean that I can't see as much. But if we just do a bit of this, and go action freeze. Just to get some contrast. There we go. Just advertising the game at this point. Do you guys do anything here, or are you just ornamental? You're just ornamental. Is there anything in this sector? Sometimes it is just like a neutral sector, basically. There's some rocks to scan. Oh, I can see the planet peeking through the mist. Oh, a little bit of shadow from the sun there. Oh yeah, got some rays going on. Yeah. Yeah, you like that? Yeah. Just a little eclipse. A little bit of lens flare. Just like that. There we get rid of the lens flare. We just have it. There we go. Oh yeah. That's the stuff. Now, if they had a DLC for this game that was like the photographer DLC or something, where you came across a guy who gave you missions to get pictures of certain things. Yeah. Just a game like this that doesn't have combat, that you just collect photos. So you just have to do some very basic image matching. I remember that was one of the favourite things that I did in Test Drive Unlimited 2. A game where you're meant to be driving around like a maniac and racing people. A lot of the time I would be, admittedly, driving around like a maniac still, but there was a photographer that would give you missions across both islands, Ibiza and Oahu, and you had to go to certain places at certain times with certain cars and take pictures that were suitable to replace like damaged photos in his collection or something. It was a great idea in the game, and it gave you a really good excuse to just go around and explore different parts of the islands that you otherwise wouldn't get to, because you had like a rough description and a sort of blurry idea of what the photo should look like, and then you had to go and replicate it. And my word, was that the best part of the game. Never mind driving at 250 kilometers an hour in a Bugatti Veyron on the back roads of Ibiza. Photos. That's what makes a game. Off we go. Need a collage of all the screenshots taken? Yeah, you should be able to compile an album.
I strongly recommend sourcing more fuel as soon as possible.
Yeah, I'm trying. Lots of elite friendly people. Crater wreck. Gotta hope that these guys drop some fuel, basically. That's not fuel. We've made 37,000 credits at least, so if we do screw up and have to end the run because we're out of fuel, then didn't have quite enough to destroy it before he fired. That's low-key annoying. My lightning just wasn't shooting, like, wasn't linking between those guys for some reason. That was really annoying. Fuel! Yay! We have fuel. We have enough for another jump. The run continues. So you can jump even if you don't have the right amount of fuel, but you do run the risk of doing yourself some significant damage. Now I do have that thing where I can't take component damage, apparently, for the rest of this run. I don't know if that would count. So there's a secure container over here that needs an access key. We have an access key. Means we can't use it for getting more subroutines, but I haven't seen a few of them for a while. So we'll see how we go. Open sesame. Credits. Scrap. Nanobots. Scrap. A lot of credits. It's like 2,000 credits. I'll take it. Here are the drones. More fuel. Trixie. Get rid of that. Where's the shield generator? Normally there's a shield generator, but it's right on the brink. There we go. Odd place for it. Oh, another container. Damage limiter mark 3 blueprint. Could come in handy. Is there another turret or something? Yep. Another drone server, another shield generator. This is a busy asteroid. What I do need, though, is a bloody black hole. I need some dark matter, damn it. I want to upgrade my shield. Let's go to the wreck first and then cut across where those containers are. More fuel. Cool. We now have enough for 2 jumps. Sounds like an egg breaking when you hit those containers. Don't care about weapon overdrive. They're occasionally useful. Right, well I think I got everything from this asteroid. That seemed to be the main thing that was here. Another container just pinged up. What are you? Credits transport? God, that's tempting. Sometimes it's just a case of I will... there's an elite guy, so he's difficult. And these are chonky dudes as well. If I had an upgraded shield, I'd be bloody... I'm still bloody tempted. Because those credits transports can have a lot of stuff on them. Yes, these guys become hostile, but I'm in it for the money, baby. And if we die and crash out and have to reset the run, then so be it. Do we? Yeah, let's be evil. Beam laser is much better for this than lightning, but because we want to destroy the containers without destroying the actual craft. Okay, got some credits out of it. Okay, we got credits. Oh, and now the Okar forces are inbound as well. Should we just... let's just bug out. Let's just bug out. If we can. Evasive. Evasive maneuvers. Hey, got there. So that means that I'm fairly sure I picked up all the credits. It means the neutral forces will be hostile for the next sector. If I don't attack them in the next sector, then they're okay. Let's go here, because these exclamation marks might be black holes. So it means that I can't use the server stop. And of course it's just all GNB at this place. Ew, no. So the outlaws are going to be distracting them. I should just leave them alone though. I should leave them alone. Should take care of the outlaws. I'll grab some of the fuel. And then I'm just going to bug out. I'm just going to try and get away. Run away, run away. Brave, brave Sir Robin. So if there's any more outlaws, I'll clear them out, but otherwise we just want to leave it. Check this wreck for anything useful. At least we don't need to stop fuel. We do have enough for another jump. What are you? Equipment transport? Tempting, given that I'm already a pirate. That's the thing, sometimes it's just a case of doing an evil run, basically. Which I'm never good at in games. Oh, double star system. I do love me a double star system. Oh, through a little window? Through a little window? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we got that little gas cloud window there. Got a little bit of random disturbance around my jet from the boost. Yeah. Like it. We're off to see the wizard. Perfect. Okay, let's check out this wreck. There's some plasma as well. Maybe there'll be some containers. I do have boosted sensors at least. But they're still too impaired to pick anything up major. Oh, here we go, we found something. It was outside, okay. Nanobots, useful. More nanobots. Shield with upgrades already? Sure. I mean, until I can make a better shield.
Some nanobots.
And another tech container. I was hoping for some fuel, but we take what we can get. To the next one. And then next sector, the GNB should no longer be hostile. Oh, and they're ancients anyway. Do I need to scan you? There's some grey goo as well. That's really not great. Do I scan you or... No, I don't think so. Why you got a surfer? Ow. Normally I'm able to evade these guys much better. Just gotta dance around these guys basically. How did you hit my shields away so quickly? Freeze, because this looks pretty cool. Zoom out as far as we can. That looks pretty cool. grey goos now coming in for fun. I mean, I do want to farm him for some nanobots. But not yet. So you gotta worry about these ancients is they make a black hole when they get destroyed. Okay, you exploded it earlier than I expected. I'm gonna use that. Let's just do that. We're now gonna take some damage. We're almost dead. Maybe we should have used that. Okay, we repaired fast enough that we didn't die. We also want to wait for that black hole to go away. Thank you. We'll pick up a nanobot to replace like the 15 that cost us. So this is where you get the alien glyphs, the ancients glyphs. I already have them all, so I don't know what this is even going to do. I don't know if it even gives me anything. It gives me some a dark energy. One dark energy. Thanks. Star map. There is a DNA sample there, but we're not actually finishing this run. If you take this wormhole, I don't actually have enough fuel to jump anyway, so this is just as well. This acts like a jump gate. It just takes you to a future sector. Usually. Yeah, Sector 5. The end of Sector 5. We came a long way.